We're going to have G2 off to that CT side. OG on the offense. And the big question is, where do they hit? Well, bomb sits inside of lobby. 3 members outdoors already. A little bit of smoke for the cross, but it's been spotted. And we praise the rotations of G2 at times. Now already down here in the depths of B, but 9 HP combined for Hunter and Kenny S makes that site so susceptible. Here comes Issa out on A follow-up frag from NBK, and a second. These CTs.
Yeah, and they've already pulled 2 rotates below them. They have to rotate up, very unfavorable positions.
Oh man, and remember, those players have such little health, so it's already a desperate attempt to fly out from vents, but maybe Hunter can do this? No! Mantu shuts him down. Kenny S drops into the site. Good night! OG kicking it off with a pistol round win.
Tries to be smooth about it. The fake is beautiful. They pull the rotations exactly how they wanted to. That's what we talk about on the CT side. You're going to wait as long as you possibly can to go lower. So they sell a really good fake there and end up rocking it back just in time to make G2 look like they had no idea. Now the trades come out, and they started out really hot for G2. What was so interesting, though, in the interview that James did with Valda, Valda said he feels like it's a really good map for them, but they haven't been able to show it. We looked at G2. They look amazing on this map, and they also could truly just outclassed OG on so many fundamental levels. I wonder if they're in OG's head or if they feel like today is a new day. We saw a different look for them on Dust, too. But again, it's good to see the confidence high. Oh, my gosh.
These guys just dodging shots. Third one's going to connect. At the least, Kenny S has Alexi down to 28 health. But problem being still, OG Esports have got their footing down on the B site.
Yeah.
Or at least closer to it. Jack's at bat.
He wants some.
Looking for the Juans.
Could have stayed in front of it and tried to fight. Instead, he'll go all the way to the top of control room. Hunter waiting to pounce inside of the vent.
Yeah, and they're going to come here shoulder to shoulder, clearing out all the possible spots, but more damage being done. No kills connected.
No damage to the CTs either, and Hunter
coming in quick. He's going to execute 2. Runs downstairs, nearly a third one. Issa able to respond, able to claw back for the T's, but remember, low health. Luckily for OG, Mantu connects the headshot swiftly.
Oh, options left open. Oh, wow. Mantu coming in clutch when they need it the most from a 3v3 now to the 3v1. Amanek dropping down like Spider-Man into the vent, looking for a flank kill here, and I don't know how, but he did not spot his first target. Mantu doesn't get all 3. I mean, no, it's Amanek. He has to work hard, but he ends up getting it.
That's the big one. I mean, we say Mantu shouldn't get all 3, but Mantu also had 100 HP, and the door's open.
Whoa.
Amanek's gonna rush it.
Whoa, his teammate
it's not
there.
planted.
We
3
can't
seconds.
Cover that. There's no way.
Amanek robs the round.
Close the door.
C'est quoi ça? Kenny S on his feet.
He's pushed into a play where he has no other option.
Oh my goodness.
No other option at all. But Alexi only has an angle on the control door. Okay. First things first, close the door, right? Close the door, and there's no issue here. You can spam through the door, maybe get it. But then Alexi needs to have a better angle if he's going to plant there, since that's going to be the most obvious place that gets pushed, considering their last known position. That's a big flub. That's a big flub to drop it so early, too. Could have been, well, you could say, Jisoo did good in that round to start things off, and then Mantu very fortunately brought it back. So overall, it looked like they had control of things.
That one's wild.
Still, yeah, you can't drop rounds like that.
Listen, I love roller coasters, so let's keep this one going.
Okay.
Next is going to fall back. He felt as though they were getting close. There's that single AK from Alexi to at least open up, and he even gets a second. Now the FAMAS on Nexa, he's going to get flushed by 4 of these T's, but so much damage. Still, they stand, and it's cleared out by Hunter. 2 frag grenade kills, and the follow-up.
Enormous.
But Alexi B low HP has the clutch at hand.
He does, but has the control room window been broken?
I bet yes.
If there's a chance, then, yeah, he could get through quietly. Amanek waiting on the stairs, and Alexi doesn't have enough health to do anything but die. Doesn't even get a bullet off there. G2 land on their feet. Nice round there from Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter did everything here. I mean, Nexa doing a good job of it distracting. You can see these T's looking every which way.
Here's the awkward thing about this situation.
Ugh.
By that time in the round, Alexi had already gotten 2 kills by himself.
When they forget to close door.
Yeah.
That's the reaction.
Right. He had already gotten 2 kills by himself. They could have gone back upstairs if they wanted to, or they could have waited more for Alexi to go. But the setup was there waiting. Two players in lower already.
I like it. Not a common angle, but on the top of blue box, Kenny will stand. Easy pickings, of course, versus these unarmored pistol players. Betway odds live on screen. G2 favored. Remember, they had a blowout result last time. They matched up on Nuke. This is the decider map, so let's leave it all on the line.
Where is the eco going to go? The 4Ts in front of Jax. Jax. Big long tube here, ready for the smoke to come up so he can get a call to action. Gets glocked instead. No money made.
Ooh, but a FAMAS in position. That's a double for Nexa.
One of those rounds you wish you had better guns to work with.
Yeah, of course. Now they're going to get that FAMAS up. Mantu should take it. He's on 100 health, trying to fight cross map with the buckshot.
Grab it now, I guess.
Yeah, it's all his. There's players above him, though. He's going to have to cool off. If he gets a quick kill, that would be something. But Hunter shuts it down. 3-1 for G2.
Best part for G2 is their ability to roam. The one flaw in their defense was not spotting outside crosses and letting OG take it. There was a number of exploitable situations there for G2 in the same side, in the CT side. So there's opportunities. Depending on how much game tape is studied, I think that's going to be the definitive factor. Is how are they capitalizing? Once G2 get it down to the mid-round, 3v3, even 4v4, they are the ones who almost every time came out ahead because they were so good at roaming. They had such clutch players. Would hate to see that be the same reason. OG lose again, fast cross outside. Kenny S isn't prepared for that timing at all.
No, he's splattered on the side of heaven. Already, Issa trudging along downstairs. Nexa tucked in by double doors. And Issa's going to give him a 1 versus 1 here. Tries to clear the corner, but Nexa bests him. And NBK not forcing the trade. They have a chance to come out from Decon. Good job from Valda and NBK. Clamping down on the vent peak from Hunter. Taking back a man advantage. All the while, Alexi chills in lobby. Not too concerned with time. Still a minute on the clock.
Hunter's been the critical frag, though. They probably feel a lot better about going lower. He's the guy that they lose track of, that comes in from behind, who ends up saving the day for G2 in these lower hits. That's a free kill here for Alexi B to keep up their odds. And Jack's going to spot a few crossing. Nice, very clean shot on MBK and 1 crossing. And you can see that they have presence towards inside, but Alexi calls out his future position. Knocks him down with a nade into heaven, and it's just now on Nexa, who, you know, you'd think he's just going to straight up save.
I think Jax has some of the sickest first bullet accuracy.
Especially in, like, recently, right?
Right.
Yeah.
In terms of just straight up aim, Jax has really kind of caught my attention this weekend.
Certainly, you know, there's not many questions about the other players. Except Kenny did call out the communication of Almanac on the show yesterday.
If you missed the Fragenstein.
Yeah, we'll have another show tonight. It'll actually be the last Blast Overtime tonight once this show has done and wraps. But yeah, Kenny basically, when picking communications, and Almanac had stuff to work on there. We talk about Jax in terms of recent tournaments and just the players that he's playing with. He has played exceptionally well, excuse me, between the 5 of them.
Of course, in that same conversation, Kenny also praised the communication of in-game leader Nexa. Take a moment to appreciate that.
That's true, yeah.
Snappy little headshot. Here's Valda holding in vent. Alexi as well. If you had watched his player cam just a second before, you could see his eyes glancing towards radar, so.
Sad yes.
Action-packed start to map 3 here. We're going to have all of the money on the line from G2, and you can see the shortcomings of their economy. Mag 7, Deagle, barely any nades. NBK wielding that MP5. And he's had that thing in his hands as often as shotguns.
We've seen OG blast out of the squeaky door once they open it, drop a smoke at a moment's notice. Here, it looks like they're just doing that to bait out some grenades. They'll find out G2 don't have many nades to spare. G2 have gone and taken secret control, and that player has fallen back a little bit. Next has got an M4, one of the better guns available to the team. Kenny S will spot the cross for him initially. A lot more presence outside here from G2. Looks better for them.
Ooh, that's a gap.
Ooh. Oh, but they'll allow the cross. Kenny can't call too much either.
No, things are getting weird. Remember, Alexi's got bomb. Nexa could be called into action at a moment's notice. We're going to have to see if they can keep him honest.
Oh
Kenny, the only CT with a kill thus far, and he's missing shots. He gets gunned down as NBK closes that distance, and as do his teammates. But them, it's towards sight. They're going to plant on B for free. And this is OG staring a third round in the face.
Yeah, they don't know it's safe just yet, but they've got ramp room control now. And once again, it looks like OG will win high numbers. 4 up, 2 here from G2. Probably worried about saving in this spot. And a nice round outside. Interesting to see that Heaven wrap going wide around Big Garage, avoiding the threat that was in lower, that was Nexa. And again, it was G2. Didn't really play too much in secret with Nexa or anybody else. They ended up playing like deep within the site, back in control room, not even spotting the cross outside. So we're seeing different looks from G2, and yet OG stay one step ahead, at least on this round.
I feel like secret stairs, Nexa on secret stairs could have been the big playmaker.
Yeah.
But it was really tough for him to get anything going. There were so many bodies from OG outdoors.
Maybe taking advantage of the fact that they didn't see anyone crossing from or spotting from the cross from Heaven. Certainly didn't expect to see Kenny S where he was. So there was that. And you do think, you know, Kenny S by a hair misses that shot on MBK because he gets caught off guard. Doesn't think anyone's close, but you think he's going to normally hit that shot anyway. So not a terrible setup there for G2. Lot of ways to win. I feel like there were more win conditions there for OG to hit to be able to ice that out. So you could say certainly G2 have a lot to look forward to despite losing that round. Tag. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, remember, just quickly, this is the half they prevailed on Nuke.
Yeah.
It was a 5-10 half to the favor of G2.
So answering some of those T-side problems as the pause comes to
And doing it early.
an end. Yeah, doing it early. Any buy up behind this? No, it looks like they're just going to recycle the M4s,
All right.
see what they can get going with these M4s.
It's not even armor?
It's just going to be such an interesting map to look at, especially in this half. I mean, both halves, actually, but this T-side, for the T-side on both sides.
I was curious whether Amanek would go for it. He gets the vest.
What was that? Did he spend a little bit?
Just a bit.
Just a couple of bucks.
Yeah. In his mind, a hopeful investment. We know those Kriegs can be so damn deadly. Kenny S over towards ramp. He gets that early warning. Tons of utility being thrown forward. One molly misses the mark. No big deal. CTs aren't going to peek into it. They're going to sit pretty back on the B site, toying with the idea of maybe trying to find a 5v4.
Lex is going to hear some footsteps, but what is that going to tell him and his team? They really don't want to fluff this anti-eco. They had trouble last time downstairs. They ran right into a stack head first, in fact. Same one that we see right now.
Mid-rounds have been clean from OG. I love the way Alexi plays for information on his own at times. You know, he needs to gather information to make clean calls. Well, he offers his own life in those moments. There's Valda.
That's it. Whole back of the site's cleaned out. Hut's easy to come out of. Squeaky as well.
And we've got obviously Alexi in heaven. Jax none the wiser, sent packing back down from the depths of which he came. Kenny S also slain on flank at a 5 versus 2. I mean, this is kind of best case scenario for G2.
Oh, it is, 100%.
Save the 2 guns they had.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like best case for both teams almost, right? Because they don't have to run into the guns, and G2 can save them. It's a stalemate.
I mean, you know, best case is somehow G2 rob it.
Yeah.
But this one's not that far down the list.
It's like literally like second best case, right?
Potentials.
Yeah. The pawns go down. They can keep the guns they have from the last round. Use them again. Builds towards their economy, of course, on CT side, getting money no matter what the outcome of the round is.
Mind you,
important to note.
There's a bit of cash here on OG if they want to flaunt it.
I think
maybe they go hunting. But ooh, speaking of hunters, he decides to walk into his own death. Amanek hangs onto the Krieg, and 5 members of OG stand tall as they tie and then move forward.
Have been impressed by how OG can win so many of these T rounds with 5 alive. That's normally a tall task.
Second pause called by G2 already.
Feels like they're so good at dominoing their entries, getting one kill, getting the next kill. Things start out well, things end well here most of the time for OG. Buy is in. It's good for both teams. Hunter on a worse gun. A lot of options to consider, actually. You know, number of setups that they could use here on the CT side, just as many options for OG. I don't even know what the best one is. We know that OG like to fake outside the ramp. We haven't seen that used yet.
That's a fair point. The playbook could be deep. And they're haphazardly flipping through pages.
Hey, want to burn some books? Just watch Jojo Rabbit. Okay.
Buys up.
With Prius. We had a movie note with Prius. But yeah, we're on a very important round here. 3-4. Could even up here for G2. They need this for their confidence, man, after these past couple of rounds.
Yeah, they've been kind of battered. Lots of presence up here on this A site. Whoa, Alexi, he's going to walk in with bomb. That's an easy first pickup, but MNX stays tucked. Here's Hunter off of Hut with a second. SMG, not a problem. 4 versus 2 to the favor of G2. They're looking to lock down the A site. NBK's desperate, but he's punching his way out of Hut for the moment. He holds.
The bomb is so close. Does he want to walk out into it? Oh, Hunter drops off of the Hut and is going to move to the back of the site, or just off the corner of the smoke.
Easy vision.
NBK is going to play it patiently. I don't mind this.
No, not at all. There's a minute on the clock. He's at least cut it down to just the single-man advantage, but he knows the molly burns him back.
So with this much time left over, you can know the spots of the CTs and just think, if we just wait, they'll start to move a little bit.
Yeah.
Start to thin out, reconsider their options.
Sure enough, they are.
Mantu goes to clear out ramp. I thought maybe you think about flanking Heaven, but it's probably worried that that's a bit too obvious. MBK will take a liberty to walk out of the squeaky doors.
Yep.
Good crossfire here, though, from the CTs. Wouldn't expect this to be broken.
It's going to boil down to timing. Ooh, that's a first one, and Hunter's not able to extend. Now he's spotted, but good job by him to deny that, and Mantu down. 4 rounds apiece. G2 lock off the A site.
Yeah, he made a case for it. Caught the first one, no damage at all. Could have turned and got that kill, but Hunter was too composed. He's really good in those spots, and obviously had Jax right behind him and to take the second peek.
You know he had to make that call. Does he stay on Hut? Does he fall down around smoke?
Yeah, that one right there where Valda dies.
Vent kill?
That could have been a quick call from Issa, because Issa is standing, he's the one who dies in front of Hut, but he looks up and sees it. Issa says top Hut right there, maybe Valda snaps to attention. So I'm not sure if he got too frustrated there, but we don't know. We don't even know if Valda heard it and didn't respond or what the case was, but quick comp could have made a difference.
Well, listen, this is just more of what I want. Keeping Counter-Strike as close as can be. OG definitely probably happy with their improvements already, but there's still many rounds to play. Little ramp spam with the M4, but this server falls silent.
Kenny's only presence towards the cross in yard. Flash here from the T's. Kenny S will be drawn back, assisting his teammate in holding. Feels like OG have something to do here. Whoa. Mantu maybe waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, hunting an opening pick outdoors, but nothing given up by G2 until they attempt to cross.
Wonder if they count smokes there. If Kenny S was the one who threw the second smoke on ramp. That might be a bit of a tell. Ooh. Well-timed spam.
Timing is ace. Hunter's going to tuck in close. And of all the players to die, that's the bomb as well, so it's going to get a little sketchy. They're very wary of follow-up bullets to start flying through, but 25 seconds. I mean, if they're going to try to hammerhead their way into this A site, last time it did not go well. 20 seconds, and they'll try their hand yet again. Hunter comes out from the corner. Him and Nexa, each with a kill apiece, but bomb's been thrown into the dirt yet once more. Valda's going to find a crucial kill. Amanek, he let one out, but Issa still executed, and nothing further for OG. It's G2 back in the lead.
Not the best round there from OG. Working to get out of Squeaky, waiting, continuing on with their strat. I thought they had something going when they pulled Kenny S back to rotation on ramp. You know, there was a hint of a fake, but they didn't use it to get outside control. They didn't try to split with that. They didn't have any big lurk going on. Instead, they just basically tried to commit to the same site that they had lost a kill on for free. And I don't know if somebody missed the vent, but it seemed like that might have been the case. Mantu running right by with the bomb. Teammate coming out, Hunter just in the optimal position to take advantage.
Yeah. In hindsight, with that aerial view, it does kind of seem like they missed the vent drop. And I feel like vent drop would have been a great moment
That
for that
makes
to
more
happen.
sense, right? Because we look at the upstairs and you're like, wait,
Yeah.
why is upstairs so appealing? So there's a thought, but part of the art of the vent drop is creating so much chaos that people can't focus on it. And then those 2 seconds where you're running from the door to the vent, nobody can actually respond and spam a little bit extra. But we didn't see anything to help OG with that besides just throwing a smoke out, 1 flash, and just running.
Hunter had a great position to counter it inside of the corner. He is currently 11-5. Superb start to his CT side, 115 ADR.
Wow.
Back in with a purchase for both these teams. Early grenades over here towards door. Little spam, a little smoke, some fire. All the elements of a good party.
Loved OG's attention to outside, even when they were losing so many rounds versus G2 yesterday. We'll like to see them try to abuse that more. Although the adjustments again from G2 outside have been nice. Nexa now spotting from the back of Big Garage. No scoped weapon, just the M4.
I won't be surprised if we get back into where OG started this half, that secret to B play. Or at least secret first and foremost. They've really given away outdoors recently.
Definitely test it.
They Molotov the secret stairs, going to prevent any kind of a peek.
Looks like wrap smokes.
I'd be scared of Kenny. He's going to miss that first shot. Nexa's going to have to weigh his options. When does he try and strike? He finds 1 kill, and so does Hunter. Flying into the equation, he gets himself a second. Now Mantu's on the kill feed with a 2nd kill as well. All the while, Alexi B locks down lobby, but he's lost bomb.
Great cover, left, right, and center. All CTs. And there's the 3rd guy spotted. Alexi trying to make this a 1v1 while he can. Flash to come out. Amanek playing games.
30 seconds. I mean, if he's going to play for this, he's got to do it now. Problem being, ooh, he's lost his head. G2, 6 rounds to 4.
I love Hunter in this moment, coming through that mini smoke with his teammate Nexa in the big garage. Kenny S there inside of Hell. They were all covering each other, man. These were 3 brothers, right? They definitely had each other's backs. Hunter takes the biggest risk, but he's the reason that no one else gets killed easily.
Right.
It takes so long when it could have fallen apart. Love that they just are protecting Nexa in that moment. They really, you know, they really kind of understand how important it is for them to have that control of outside.
For him to stay alive.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really in that position that kind of disrupts that entire wraparound.
Yeah.
You know, if there's nobody inside of Garage, then you can easily see how Mantu could have wrapped into the 2nd entrance of Hell.
Yeah.
Suddenly your Opera's dead.
And there's obviously something special about knowing when you can push a smoke because the smokes are thrown, and in the dry run, nobody pushes them.
Yeah.
So sometimes people fall asleep at the wheel. They don't hold the smokes, and Hunter found a good opportunity there where he thought OG expected no one to be holding it, no one to walk through, and he just waltzed on in. 6-4 here in this first half. OG, if they come away with a few more rounds, they'll have a much better half than we looked to in the last time they tried this.
Yep.
But they're going to start round 11 now with very bad guns, just the pistols.
We have the pistol for OG, 3 in a row for G2, 3 in a row for OG, now 3 in the row again for the defense. So we've had these little mini sprees, but never did momentum run away. This could be the start of something bigger, seeing as it is just the pistols. It's been a while since OG were relegated to the sidearms. But alas, this is where we find them. Yo, what's that all about?
Wow. Okay. Well, he knocked and got an answer back. Lexi B opening kill. Jax will try to fall back. Kenny S dropping one before he has to retreat. And will now take an aggressive position to look down into ramp.
Ooh, wait, mini peek. Mini peek could be big here. If Nexa tries to get into the action, if Amanek feels too pressured, but Valda extends out a bit too far.
They both took just a bit too long, huh?
M4 picked up. Gonna need headshots, and
bullets.
it's not gonna happen. 7-4, G2 keeping the ball rolling. They're getting that momentum. Thank goodness for Hunter. Remember, individually, he has been the difference maker for this CT side.
Yeah, he's definitely no joke. And just like on this team in general, some could say the MVP of the whole roster. Stats-wise, recent performances, all of that. really cool. And he has permeated the entire map at this point. Gotten kills in all choke points. He's made creative plays on the fly.
Made aggressive plays.
Hard player to replicate in that regard.
Okay, like, at what point do we just start cloning Kovacs?
Yeah. I mean, I was working on it, and I told everybody, but...
Oh boy, they're gonna fly out Hut. Amanek shuts it down from above. Again, this kind of desperate play out from Hut, but Valda's gonna pick up a kill from outside. He is on the cusp of Mini. But the backstab from Kenny. And suddenly all that OG have to play off of is these last two players in lobby. They don't have bomb, and they're not gonna be given any picks unless G2 offer a bit too much.
Game plan has very palpably changed from the T side we saw last time. A lot of focus here on this upstairs site. Early on in the half where they got their rounds, there was heaven wraps, there was stuff downstairs, but now, oh my god, the knives are out.
Yeah, and G2, they find themselves on fire. 5 rounds consecutive here. This CT side really starting to roll away.
It's true.
There was a world where it looked like OG were going to keep this close as possible, but Amanek, I mean, this vertical position above Hut door has been the kryptonite to these A hits.
Yeah, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? So, you know, we talk about that. Like your goal, if you're going to go upstairs, you can do it off a full exec or a rush or whatever. There's always a round for it. Everything is in Counter-Strike. There's very few absolutes, right? You plant the bomb, you have 5 seconds left, whatever the case may be. And even that's not an absolute, right? It's situational. But with upstairs, you would like to, if possible, get people to at least drop off the railings because it's hard for them to get back up there. It's a huge advantage for a reason, of
course.
Right? So you don't want to run face first into that. It's kind of weird to see OG's affinity for upstairs when they're not going through the motions of trying to run these fakes. And some of the rounds they won earlier on, they did some of that stuff. So where is that now?
Remember, there are Molotovs for those rafters.
Yeah, that's true too.
So utility should be a key piece of flushing out these pesky CTs tucked into their nooks and crannies. This is a weird buy. 3 MAC-10s, Tech 9, CZ, rapid route, already wrapping around in through Mini. Hunter behind the box has got that cover. Amanex standing above him, and it's a rock-solid hold. 3 frags for Hunter. Man-2, last man up.
Hunter, low.
Yep.
1 tap potential. He'll go down.
But Amanex got health.
Yeah.
81.
He doesn't have the balls, though. He's not going for the peak. It'll be Jax to pick it up with very low HP, and G2 further their lead.
Yep.
Nice to see an OG split there for once to upstairs taking control of Mini. It is just on the eco, but no reason that you can't do that when you have better guns and stuff too. So where will their focus be on this round?
Look at Hunter go. Later.
Yeah, makes it look real easy.
Yep. That's how that feels.
It's been a very trying half. And again, a very, very good map for G2. No surprises so far.
Can you get any closer?
The enthusiasm, baby. It just takes control of you.
I mean, it's going to feel good. They look deflated coming off of that Dust 2 loss, and as they should be.
Look how much pressure they're putting. I don't think G2 know how close they are downstairs. Kenny will now get that hint. Oh, he's opting for the vent. That might be a good idea. Catch one can also fall back. Dangerous position here.
Oh!
A double!
Oh, so nice. Comes back in, skewers 2, and then Nexa seals this off. G2, come on,
Let
man.
him have it. That's
Give
beautiful.
them a chance, would you? It is just individual prowess, round after round.
You had your chance to trade. He was there on the stairs. You got to kill him then. You give him this one opportunity. He flies away and comes back. Wings on his arm. 3 kills to his name. Kenny Swift.
And I mean, that's really been the story of Kenny throughout this weekend. It's just been, he's so consistently hitting shots. So consistent. Not always like the hold angles, you know, he's talked about developing his game, but that's a classic Kenny-esque.
And there's been tons of those, yeah.
You love to see it. Not if you're OG. That one's gonna hurt. Because it felt like they'd finally gotten a little bit of footing towards that B site. You just said it, right? The pressure they applied that quickly, it did have G2 kind of scrambling.
They made all their noise in Squeaky so that they could run downstairs. It was only Kenny by himself, literally. Has to go Has to form a miracle to be able to win that.
Oh,
Once
but
again, running into the blender versus Fur. Hunter, top of the hut.
Finally.
Oh, good trade comes out. But Nexa looks to pick up the pieces. 2 up versus 1. Alexi, only Mac 10 in hand. Better guns all over the place if he can find them. Don't know how close, though. And
quite...
Kenny is now moving in
Ooh,
for the kill. Interesting, though, to make it a 1v1. He drops off, and Alexi, he loves to take this fight. We saw how patient he was. In this moment, Jax pops up behind him, pops his hat right up.
Last match of Blast Spring Series, and this is a beautiful place to be.
Cool.
OG would probably rather have a few more rounds after that T side. Last time these matched up, well, it was 5. They've gotten 1 less, and yet their objective all the same. Stop G2 from taking the lion's share of the cash. Stop G2 from getting that top seed. And stop G2 from winning Nuke again.
Did he just...
Door just shuts down the grenade, and now Issa's gonna get 1 headshot, but already 2 in for the offense. And Mantu up from above. He swoops in from the rafters. There's another player inside of heaven, but NBK and Valda wanna slow this down. What?
Like a knife, slices his head right off. 2v2. It's a reset.
Bomb's been thrown down. If NBK can pick up this duel, then who knows who wins this pistol. But Hunter.
Oh my god, that's information gained. They can actually go back into...
And Valda dropped.
Upper, yeah. This is probably just going to be the crunch. Hunter. He's trying to spot. Does he get spotted?
He's out in the open.
He hasn't won the duel.
Dodging 2 CTs.
Now he knows. 2 tags.
How do they get this bomb back? I mean, somebody's going to have to drop down, and NBK taking that kill. Now, what's important is that could draw their attention away. Aminek's going to peek out. He sees them both. They're giving him duels. NBK's going to give him a chance back into this round if he's not careful. Again, he goes for it, but it works. OG wins second pistol.
Yeah, hold on. 11-5. They win the pistol. What a crazy shot there from Valda. I like to watch that one back. It was literally like Fruit Ninja, the way that he swiped down from heaven and got that kill. And did Alexi close the door that opened, or did he throw the smoke and hit he himself too quickly? Alexi responded perfectly. Just like that, the samurai from above. Jesus.
One more time. Okay.
I talk now.
Oh.
He said no talk, now listen? Or what's going on? Or he can't be heard?
Technical issue?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Maybe it was some
I'd
kind
love
of...
to know what happened. I would be so furious if I was a player in that situation. I would be livid.
It's like reaching for cookies. And
I'd be so concentrated, someone flips my mic up. I'd lose it, man. I would lose it. But I don't know what happened.
Maybe it was sound quality, scratchy mic.
Oh, I see.
You know, one of those...
Blow down his ears, yeah.
Guys, there's 2 of them on B.
Okay, yeah.
Something like
Maybe
that.
Maybe don't want to do that for everyone. Not so loud. Oh, man. Oh, okay.
Now you get the point.
Whoop-de-doodle.
Glocks. Lots of them.
They can hear dazed now.
Yeah. Well managed so far by NBK. He's going to fall to Hunter, but that M4 tapping away some shots. It's only Kenny left over. Now he can scream as much as he wants. But not going to help at all. OG convert with 2 rifles and an MP9.
They do, and it's just minimal losses is what we're looking for on these rounds. That's really going to draw the narrative for what the comeback that could happen if it is to happen. It's all about the economy on these rounds that look like so frivolous that you can just walk by them. It's not the case. Every bit of money will play a factor. Very healthy buy here for OG. I think they might have gone ahead and just upgraded into 1 round because they can't afford to lose anything. Upgraded one of their guns or something. AK's out as the cross is out as well. Very quickly now. Smoke slightly displaced. Or is it their own Molotov, excuse me. We have lower 1v1. Alexi B and Hunter. Hunter's been so good here on the CT side.
So good. And Alexi always important when it comes to getting info. The bottle will bounce by. NBK spots a little bit of mini presence. That kind of puts Issa in an awkward spot, but he can hold on to it. Mantu, what are you doing?
Oh my god, yeah. They have no outside presence. They didn't have any information there.
So he accidentally shoots. That obviously tells them where the op is. He peeks door regardless, and then, of course, they're ready. So now this A site, it's gonna be so susceptible. I mean, look at this. Easy pickings versus Issa. A door cracked wide open once Montu goes down. And suddenly it's 4v2 with this A site compromised beyond belief. Nexa plants the bomb, and G2 are looking to double up the score.
Mantu's got to make some. He's going to be the difference, right? We looked at G2 CT side. Kenny this time is being way more proactive from heaven to outside. We need to see that from Mantu, and it's like once the problem can be too far gone if people have already wrapped into Big Garage and you don't know about it. That's how a kill like that happens, right? He didn't do his job earlier on, which was to watch or to call for help to help him watch, to get a flash into Mini if you really needed that, something. But coming out that late, spotting the players wrapping around that far, it's just a symptom of not having the information early enough. So G2 take a formidable lead now, 12-6. 4 rounds and they win the match. Bomb plant goes off, but what's most troubling here, obviously, is the fact that it looked like they were lost in this match. That's what's most troubling here for G2. And I think that they upgraded something in that round, which means their economy is not in a fantastic place as well. In fact, looking at what's available to buy, Mantu has a MP9. Alexi B has retained the M4, and I don't know if Valda also has a gun on the floor. Sure, I'm almost positive they're going to put whatever they have into the rest of this.
No
and
weapons
try to
on the
go
ground.
for it. Yeah, no weapons on the ground. It's a ropey buy.
And
it's
it was
very
those
ropey.
3 saved weapons from the last round, so I feel like they're gonna try and stretch the money as thin as they can.
You can totally see why they need and they feel like they need to win this round. That was a really can't let slip. They can't let rounds like that slip away again.
You know, like to what percentage of the round do we allocate to Mantu's mechanical mistake?
Not mechanical. I'm
Accidental shot of the
well,
op.
that's like one problem, but the bigger problem is not getting the info earlier. You know,
Right.
he puts himself in that spot where if he doesn't peek at all, he's screwed. But they're already watching heaven.
Here we go. Smoke's back outdoors. Smoke's aplenty. Little spam. Not going to connect in the least bit. MBK's got to be careful. There are T's swarming this outer yard, but they're going to go and creep and crawl their way down secret. Now, we saw MBK get caught in moments where he would try to give chase to the secret stairs by this late lurk. Remember, Nexus still standing at the base of Silo. There's a good first headshot, but Hunter trades it. Alexi's able to get one in the mix, and it's Hunter again. Pristine headshot after headshot.
Was he going to come back to that?
He goes in vent.
MBK, does he know? He doesn't even realize that could have happened. Hunter's coming back to pick things up. He hasn't spotted Kenny yet, though.
And he's going to double back behind them. There are layers upon layers, flanks upon flanks. His scope could have been heard, but he's going to have to make his move. 40 seconds left. He's very wary of Decon, not quite sure where these CTs have both got off to, but they are here. Easy execution versus Mantu. Doesn't get back into cover, but there's also no peek. NBK plays patient.
He's looking at his teammate's screen, trying to figure out what they should
Kenny seems to know.
No, not even a chance.
Oh!
Two with the deagle.
Again, NBK rocking the deeg. And slapping G2 back with a round, not letting them string together consecutive wins.
Yeah, terrible guns. Good rotations into lower. They get into position quickly. They read the situation properly. They have 3 downstairs, 2 upstairs. Bah! Obviously hit all their shots. They win the mid-round game that G2 were so good at, being able to pull away from them time and time again. So that's something back. Now, full strength on both sides, relatively. I say that Nexa has a deagle to work with, and they're actually quite low on grenades. Aggressive Molotov to try to cancel some of the smoke. That one lands late enough that it's not going to be too much of a problem, but hope to see, you know, some spam as they cross. No shot goes off, but Mantu has full attention on this.
Down on the B site, we do have Valda and Alexi already. Everyone understands that this B site's susceptible. Does that smoke go deep enough? No, look, it draws Valda up because he doesn't want to give away a push towards Decon. Nexa, pulling in Alexi, chilling inside of Squeaky.
Yeah, he's very alone right now, man. Tried to scare him a little bit with that grenade. Doesn't get any noise off of it, but does a bit of damage.
Could have been a lot worse had it just gone a few feet deeper.
This time they do still think it could be upper. There's 4 going back and forth.
Trying to
Alexi far on
spot.
ramp. Valda's going to spot 2 now.
Yep. Smoke blocks off the vent drop. Alexi's behind them. Alexis amidst them. Jax sees this, gets the AK out, and cracks ahead fast enough. But Valda's playing above these other Ts, and they don't know! Oh! He stopped that bomb, 30 seconds. And Kenny S is going to come down from decon. Could very well clear the player above him. Valda plays proactive and takes him out at the knees. 4 rounds the difference now.
He's a lifeline. He's a lifeline there. His 2 teammates die at the drop of a hat. The control rotate the player in ramp. He has to be so efficient. Sprays perfectly. Jax doesn't get away.
I don't think he misses a bullet this round.
Yeah, that's so important by him. Like, I want to say nice, but it's just like he just plays it so well. And look, it's 12-8. The money's back on the side of G2, or OG, excuse me, taken from G2.
It's all these 2-letter names.
It's it's really starting to wear down on me. But
we're almost there, Mohan.
This is that makes it so real. That's a play that you look back on if this map is done.
Big spray down.
Yeah, that's a play.
To me, that's like those Amanek moments up on the A site when G2 were CT side.
Yeah.
Just one of these anchored, pinned in positions, so difficult to disrupt that spot as well. You know, we talked about the potential for the Molotovs through the upper windows, but once you're down in the depths of the B bomb site, it is nitty gritty. So Valda doing a good job. 3 kills with a single magazine of the FAMAS. Accuracy on point. Economy in the dumps for G2. They're going to have some Deagles to play around with. No utility, no armor. Mantu dances with Kenny. 1 shot off of the Deagle, hits the mark, takes away 1/3 of his health. They go ahead and try to throw a body over, looking to offset the crosshair here, looking to make things awkward, but Mantu's got trigger discipline. Oh, and he's even got wall bangs. Teammates swarm the site, and that's 12-9.
This is where we wonder what's G2's response. Couple rounds into lower, 1 unfortunate where MBK is able to surmise 2 of those Deagle kills back to back. Not something that's going to happen every day. Then that last round, they come close to lower. The thing is though, even though Valda gets the 3K that they needed to be able to perform this comeback, it's a round where they had 3 rotations into lower and all great spots. I want to say that you copy and paste that round, OG could potentially win that sustainably. So the rotations I'd say are still very good for OG.
All right, so far so good. They lost that 1 early round, but it's been the boys in blue.
Gotta be scared knowing someone is pre-fire spamming you down from that spot, but he doesn't seem phased at all.
NBK, he's been here. Round after round.
I mean, that's another way. It's scary to be out here by Redbox. You got a player who wants to do it.
Good thing he moved.
That makes it so much easier for the rest of your teammates, yeah.
He would have been real crispy. Ooh, Valda's gotten a little bit aggressive. Decides to play through.
Can we take a look at Mantu? If is he in heaven, or he's in hell? Okay, watching the cross.
Same position.
They're G2 very far back right now. Wonder if they're just trying to feign and then move into a full upstairs execute. But just like OG, when they don't do enough to call a fake, should be a proper hold here.
Yeah, fake smokes outdoors. Molly's to follow suit. That could force the feet of the man above the bomb site. We're watching Issa, and that op in heaven.
Oh, ramp's open now.
That's a
Valda.
big pick. Yeah, that's bomb. It's on the sprint. Gonna try to charge its way down to the B side as quick as can be. But look at the CTs. They've also thrown themselves down here, looking to hold the line, but it's 2 more kills to the favor of G2. 5 versus 2. 5 versus 1. Oh, there's none left. G2 burning down the clock, throwing smokes outside, and then more importantly than anything else, clearing out Valda.
I wonder if they were going to commit to the fake to upstairs if they didn't see Valda there, or if they were intending to go ramp in the first place. It looks like, yeah, they're fully clearing this out. So the fake was to bait him into pushing. So even more credit to G2 there. Played him like a fiddle. They run lower, and you have no choice. You can see OG scrambling to figure out how to rotate in that situation. Okay. And they get into lower quite quickly, but still not quickly enough.
And remember, they have very minimal wiggle room to play around with. That is 2 of the 4 rounds that they've given up already. NBK's playing proactive, gives chase around the smoke, but Jax can swing it back. It's an immediate trade frag. Valda already down to the B site, and a second CT throws himself down vent. Now Man2 deep on ramp, and G2 hold off.
Yeah, now as we can see from the minimap, it's OG who are petrified of the thought of a lower take. But it's really in the ball's in G2's court. No presence outside from the CTs. They could pick upstairs if they'd like. It would just be Issa alone to try to hold with a Famas. He simply doesn't have the bullets. He might have the skill, he just doesn't have the bullets.
Looks like they're going to boost a man on top of red. Aminex looking for an outer hit, but nobody here.
Rotation goes back, actually. Swung a bit now, Man2.
The further he goes, the more dangerous this gets.
Yeah, gives him more shots, though.
Yep, there's the first one. Misses it.
Oh, he's going to fall back a couple of angles deep.
Yeah, very wary of them giving chase. The smoke grenade's going to have them change direction, though. They redirect. Not towards Mini just yet. They want to clear out Garage, and that's going to keep Valda in this awkward spot. 25 seconds. They can come at this A site from above, and look how that compromises Alexi. 15 seconds. They are playing this down to the wire. An MP9, not the best weaponry, but still he makes that first one work. It's pinned in behind Vent. A trade frag back from Hunter, and all on Man2. 6 seconds, he's dead.
Called out, shot down, dropped down the Vent.
Damn.
And stay there. Good rotational call from G2. Banking on Man2's information that he's getting chased down into lower.
Yep.
They decide to take away the spots that they know that OG have given up, dropping down into the site, wrapping from heaven, getting that high-low advantage. Yes, it comes down to the wire, but the call, it's practical. You know, it makes sense.
2 out of these 3 rounds won by G2, coming by way of a heaven hit, making that A hold awkward. And OG, they're going to have to be playing for the overtime. They give it all up. They save what they can. P250, frag grenade, bare bones by.
Not much to look at. Too many problems, it feels like. Unless they are fortunate or G2 come up with some misplays here, they definitely just look way more solid in this half. Getting what they want out of every round. Really putting a lot of pressure on Man2 to kind of corroborate the right information, to be in the right place at the right time. And that stress is exactly what they need to do, so it's smart that they know how to harp on it. Outside cross about to commence. It's the ambiguous smokes. You know, they can cross here any which way, or wrap mini if they'd like.
Yeah, already picking off an opening frag. That's a fantastic spot for them to be. Hunter's gonna pass one player, but no problem. He's hitting him from the back. Second kill, third kill, it's all crumbling. 5 survive for G2, and they are looking primed to top Group C.
1 round away.
6 map and match points.
And man, have they deserved it. Again,
Absolutely.
They looked amazing.
Only dropping a map on Dust 2 here in this series.
Next up, been such a great caller. All the stars aligning. Kenny S back in form. All the great storylines you want to see to G2.
Hunter has been hot. And even on this map, Aminex putting up numbers. He's been a rock-solid hold. But it's not over yet. Full-fledged buy. Smokes again outside. They will try to get their position down secret stairs, and they've done so already.
Looks like MBK might find an opportunity to try to jump up on the box if he so pleases. Hunter might know he's here. They've tried to flush him out of this spot a number of times now.
Yeah, he's a little worried.
Who will win the lurk? Duel is actually MBK to come up behind. Tries to line something else up. Gets a little bit of information. It's somewhat for free. He doesn't know Aminex is there, though. Valda, is he going to be prepared for this? Instant headshot, not too bad. Won't get his head blown off by Kenny S. Actually comes out with 2 kills.
Drops down. Considering that the utility was so low from OG, it's a good thing they didn't have to stave off some sort of a full-blown execute. Just great timing by NBK outside. Solid hold from Valda, but here's Nexa. It's going to lose a lot of health there. Good wraparound from NBK to at least hit a headshot.
Cultivating these mid-round situations with a lot of roaming is where G2 flourish. This is where they take most advantage. Now they have low numbers, but if they can recreate this situation, it's only going to get worse for OG, the new team, the team that are still learning a lot about each other as well as their maps. Putting stress on that is what they specialized in.
Don't forget, all of the decider maps for OG this weekend have gone 30 rounds or more. It seems like they're just 5 away from pushing the issue. Here's Valda. Again, just going to lock down this B site all too easy. And at that point, they had boiled it down.
Coming out of the first half, no one had more than 10 kills on OG.
Damn.
Yeah, they were all under in that sense.
That's a fat stat.
Valda has had a very good second half. MBK important lurk frag there. Also cool to see MBK comfortable to be alone, like outside when, you know, everybody goes outside so much. It's a very dangerous spot to be in.
Yeah, I think it's just the round previous. He's playing close smoke, gets 1 kill, and then like 4 AKs just spam him back.
It's basically, if you get 2 kills and you're the one who plays outside, let's say you can do that every round. That's amazing. Like you're doing so much for your team. You're also making it easier for Mantu. It doesn't feel like he's ready for this level of presence outside from a team as good as G2. So good
Definitely not on his own.
Good on MBK, yeah, to be helping out in that situation.
To be fair, you know, we look at Hunter, 27 and 15 at the moment. He did stay completely aware that NBK could have made a move like that.
Yeah.
And he almost catches him. You know, this is one of those horrifying situations for NBK where what's supposed to be an easy victim suddenly pulls out a knife. But here we go. Round 26. G2. They can taste victory, but they can't enjoy it just yet. Hunter slips onto the roof of Mini. Mantu's going to play back from spawn. A bit of a different look here from the CT hold.
Always good to see the change-ups.
And no NBK.
Yeah, that's true.
At least not outside. Tucked into Mini, dropping utility.
A powerful tool to have a player like Valda play downstairs. He can stay there and wait, probably get more kills than he's supposed to. OG can, you know, focus on upstairs at first. We'll focus on this 5v4.
Smokes all over the place. Mollies to follow suit. The last time that we had so much outer control given to G2, well, that's the round that they used to wrap around towards Heaven. Mantu's going to take the high road here. He's not going to see anybody crossing, but he knows that there was a player just next to him.
Yeah, proactivity, but Hunter wraps around, and who is the one to be the victor? He spots him, wants the fight, loses it.
And suddenly shifts into the 6th. He runs towards Heaven. Again, the position that has compromised the A site round after round. Nexa doubles back. Issa just moves his crosshair, but he lines up bomb. And there's a third player who could try and push the issue. 30 seconds left, and Issa's gonna drop another body. It's OG gunning down an 11th round. Hunter found that timing. Hunter tried his damnedest, and he got all the way up to Heaven, but OG are having none of it.
If they have a way to get back into this, it's going to be with dynamic looks. It's going to be winning the mid rounds they couldn't last time. Here, Issa wins his battle as the guy, lurking, looking every which direction for the kills to come, clearing out things carefully. Wow. They come right back into his waiting arms. Makes it 3 kills. Stress outside. Nice kill from Hunter to get that outside. Yep. You could say, you know, credit to Mantu. He finds a new way to play outside. He also gets the tag on Hunter right away. He just doesn't get the kill. But it's still better that he's catching them off guard. What's the look this time around?
Whoa, whoa,
They're
whoa.
moving up fast.
Amanek just instantly into Mini. All of a sudden, this is going to set these CTs to scramble mode, but Mantu is able to trade frags. So that AK is not too far gone. It's a bewildering start to the 27th round, but everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Everybody take a breath, all right?
I was a little bit tense until you said that.
Through the nose. Oof. Good little headshot outside. Valda gonna get tagged up somewhat. Can't manage to lock down ramp. Now, remember, we are just a couple of frisky Deagle frags away from an upset round, but now things go real dire. Next has got his paws on an AK-47. He's trying to gun down Alexi over here towards Decon. Maybe even goes for the plant. That's going to be the fake attempt. Everybody else getting oh so close.
Nice to make this as hard as possible for even put the bomb down. Good Molotov, slows down the economy here for G2, and we definitely have a game on our hands. And you know what? I'd say G2 definitely, very clearly, from objective perspectives, playing better than OG in this half. but we're at that point of the game where you could trip over the finish line. You could bring it to OT off of a couple of rounds, right? We got a bye here for G2. This is for 15-13. If they survive this, which is somewhat of a force, you've got a Galil in the hands of Nexa, then maybe you're one round away from actually OT. So
this is wild.
It's going to take everything G2 has. Oh my God, Mantu, another look outside. 2 kills with the AWP. He's not scared at all.
The tenacity, the confidence. We've seen him sit pretty back on CT. Can he swing this? Not with anything further than a second kill, but all the while, Nexus slipped back behind Vent. We've got this 1v1 unfolding here outside, and all of a sudden, it falls onto the shoulders of Jax. But Valda's got him. Valda punches the numbers in. That's 15-13. That's 2 more rounds. And OG find OT.
And again, it's going to be maybe one more chance here. Between 3 and 4K on some players, but not enough for an op, not enough for full nades, not enough for all AKs.
Through the fire, through the smokes, the flashbangs.
They're adapting. They're adapting. They're moving into aggressive positions outside. They're trying to help out Mantu. Mantu's helping himself by being dynamic. So there's some good stuff here. Doesn't mean they're out of the woodwork. G2 could still just win around next round and end this.
And OG
they have options.
Versus EG, that's something Stanislaw said was kind of crippling at times, was this aggression from OG outside. So they're not shying away from what started this T-half. G2 getting down secret. G2 wrapping hell to heaven. You can't do that if Mantu's in your face, kicking out your teeth.
And we saw how close that last pistol round got. It's another one of those where they can invest a little bit and still buy next. Amanek slunk down into Mini to Wrap and almost got 2 kills. If he did that, you know, could have been the end of the tournament. But there was a trade there, luckily for G2. I think someone saved someone's life. Amanek going to drop off of Silo. Smoke outside to cross. They'll all group up now, I think, apart from Nexa, who seems to be in Mini with the bomb.
With the bomb.
Very curious.
Ooh, dodges the deagle. Valda's going to establish the man advantage.
They wanted to pull them out of heaven.
They may just burst out Hut. Jax is going to get that little bit of distance covered, but it's so rough. It's so tough. They look like fools. NBK fires down from above, and just like that, we've gone the distance. Map 3, all 30.
Of course.
We deserve an overtime.
Let's do it. We had to go the full 30 on this one, didn't we? I can't believe we're on map 3 again. After the first map like we just saw, versus G2, their tougher opponent, and we're going potentially to an overtime.
But this is what's most beautiful. We finish regulation on a full-fledged buy. Every grenade, every gun. Come on, London. 3 weeks of Counter-Strike, and it boils down to this round. Krieg's already up and aggressive, close to lobby, close to Mini. There is so much weight on this opening kill.
You have to assume they can feel the pressure at this moment. So close to the door on either side. Anything goes wrong here, spam. A good timing could make all the world of difference. Nothing outside except for NBK lurking around the outside of Big Garage, playing relatively passively.
God, it's like 6 or 7 grenades though. I mean, they've lulled G2 into this scared stance where they fear some kind of aggression, but it's not there. Not this time.
The baits aren't working out too well. People figuring out what smokes to throw. And it looks like they're gonna, we don't know if they're gonna attempt the cross or if they're just trying to make it seem like they're gonna cross. Yep. They're not gonna risk Amanek's life, it looks like. It's just going to be right into the upstairs execute, ladies and gentlemen.
This is wild. Counter-terrorists already down to just a single flashbang.
Oh, ramp.
Ramp could be hit. Valda's gonna look to lock it down. Alexi, he's caught close door, and Valda gets nothing. He's just gonna try to eject down to the B site as fast as he can. That's a crucial kill from Mantu. Now Alexa's gonna lurk just outside of the squeaky door. A quick headshot could be what's needed here at B. Maybe they play the retake.
This is insane from Nexa. He has control of this vent drop. They have to find new ways in. MBK goes down.
That's over towards ramp. Valda, he's gotten himself another, but he doesn't extend out. He has 1 HP. Mantu, 100 health. He sees those double doors swing.
They're not in the best spots. They don't have control room.
They try to slink one back behind Dark. Amanek has a difficult position for the CTs to dig him out from, not to mention a little bit of helping hands from ramp. Spam coming through the floorboards. Frags being added, and G2 one frag away, 1 HP away from shutting down the dreams of OG. Kenny S pops off as G2 top group seed and take that fat stack of cash.
One hell of a win. What a round from G2 to close it out. Beating all the odds after that giant comeback at G2. Looking for the crowd surf.